Okay, I think we're live. Hang on here, let's get rid of ceiling cut there. All right, so this is live coverage, Washington D.C. right now. This was 20 minutes ago. We're waiting on there's a press conference coming up. Hang on, see here, did that start yet? No, it has not started. There's a press conference coming up. The press conference is labeled as two people down in DC near FBI field office. The reports, other reports are showing that what we're looking at here is, let's see, they cut off coverage and then they bring coverage back. This is just coverage outside. And like I said, this is 15 minutes ago. This is a live feed still. This is, and there's no sound. There's no, I mean, there's no sound. But early words are that there was an Israeli diplomat was taken down, and all this is live. I mean, all this was. I mean, well, I say live. It was 10 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, and then they broke off coverage here, and then coverage is back on. Okay, so now I hit the live button. We're live, Washington, D.C. You can see up here, police near Capitol Jewish Museum, where two people were pewed, right? Nerfed. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys aren't seeing that. You're looking at the other thing, right? No, which one are you looking at? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry. I was in bed. I was in bed just a moment ago. There's no sound to this, but this is live right now. The ATF is there, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. It is not a 4th of July party. Sorry. But it is, this is live. Whoa, hey, this is happening right now as we speak. So this is what we got at right now. You're gonna see. So there's a couple things. Let me do this. Hang on. Yo, I'm not prepared for this at all. It's awesome. With this, let's see what I find here. Like I said, this is breaking right now. There is let's see, let's go live. And there's nothing live on TikTok. That's so weird. This is so strange. Okay, so I'm going to share this instead. You see right here, this is live. We are waiting on over here for the Metropolitan Police Department to bring us up to speed with what happened. And now let's go back over here to our live footage on the ground, because that's always cool, isn't it? I love having the live streams footage stuff. But yeah, right now, Washington, D.C. Hey, everybody, I see you in the chat. I am trying. Today is the South Africa. Oh, yeah. I just saw a name True Crime. So, welcome back, too. Sorry, I'll wear you out sometimes. When I'm on my game, I can wear people out. So I want that. Oh, there it is. I need my chat to pop up so I can see it. Oh, there we go. Hey, Snoozy Q. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find anything else. I can't believe TikTok has nothing. That's crazy. AC/DC's playing in Nashville. Why is that live? Nope. This is not live right now. That's live right now. None of that is live. So why is TikTok full of weird naked people? So gross. All right, let's see here. Let's go to. Let me go back over here to the tubes. See if you guys please be sure, hit the like, let people know what's going on, all that good stuff. And then, yeah, Fox 5 still saying they're waiting for the police conference. I need to come back over here to see if we still have. Okay, we still do have footage. Let's go to Washington, D.C. And we'll hit the live thing again. Do filters and live. I don't see anybody else covering this right now. This is crazy. Oh, wait a second. Maybe we got some here. All right, here we go. Look.
Community is crossing a red line. We are confident that the U.S. authorities will take strong action against those responsible for this criminal act.
So 2 Israeli embassy staff were killed. 2 staff members are killed. This is coming from
everywhere in the world. That is from Israel's
this may not be the guy I think it
to
is.
the UN. Otherwise, what we've heard from D.C. police
that's Fox.
Is they are
Fox News is reporting this right now.
Fatal shooting down there.
This
that
is
a
live.
Man and woman were killed.
Live right now. Man and woman,
to what
Washington,
transpired
D.C.,
there. At
embassy
this point,
staff.
Jim, we still don't know. A couple other landmarks in the area.
Guys, please hit that like button if you're new here. Please hit the subscribe. Hey, Pyramid 7, what's going on?
This is different than FBI headquarters, which is on Pennsylvania Avenue. This is the FBI
Talks. Hey, how are
you
doing?
Then DC Police Headquarters. It's just a few blocks over in that direction. Also an easy walk. That
I just now say, hey, Jeff Montgomery, what's up?
To happen imminently, and our hope, Jim, is at that time.
This is live.
More details
let me get
about what happened here tonight.
And Josh, when we talked with you earlier tonight, I'm familiar with that. I used to live on Third and H. That Capitol Jewish Museum facility is fairly new. The museum itself is not new, but the location was. I want to read something very quickly. We just got a statement from the American Jewish Committee, which said it hosted an event there at the museum tonight.
It looks like it goes with Fox News. I just put up a thing. Please hit subscribe. Drive to 8,000.
The law enforcement presence. When you were there earlier tonight,
this is live happening right now, y'all. Let's see.
Well, it was. I mean, there was a lot of police tape, but that looks like it's grown exponentially. And police told us and told you, Josh, get down here quickly because they knew something was amiss.
The police called us. They said, come here now. We would always respond to a double shooting anywhere, but it is somewhat
would you really? I don't think you would.
Washington,
D.C. to have
make sure you get down here. A little bit earlier tonight, Jim, we were able to get about a block closer. At that time, ton of police, somewhat similar to what there is now. Not just D.C. police, but also FBI agents. Again, their field office is right here.
We got
we also did see quite a few people down there. They were starting to move people out. There's a church down there as well. It appears as though there was some sort of meeting or possibly a service in there. We saw a bunch of people leave. They said that there was a lot of commotion. They did not actually see what happened there. One other thing I'll point out, this was really sad. Somebody came up with her dog. She identified herself as a liaison to the Israeli embassy and said that she was absolutely panicked because she had friends down there.
Yeah, of course you're panicked. Yeah, absolutely. This is horrible. This is horrible what's happening. Here, I just need a latte. Twitter X shows tons of posts in the last minute. Thank you so much, latte. I appreciate you. Hang on. And of course, you know what else is funny? This is what I needed. Thank you so much. This is where you guys are the show, okay? You guys, you're my co-host, right?
And hopefully we're going to get some of those.
I always go to X first, and I couldn't think.
Where you are, as mentioned, with the FBI and with MPD and with all of that.
I'm over here on Broadcastify doing
that to be a secure area and not to speculate or anything. We're not going to do that here. We're going to wait for those ansers.
Okay, so what he's talking about here, he said this is supposed to be a secured area. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this. Washington, D.C., if you're not familiar with it, okay, so everybody talks about, it's murder capital, murder capital, murder capital. Yeah, that's true, okay, it's very bad. We're
going to get more on what's going on.
All right, so he's got more of that. See, what we're going to do is we're going to go right here, and we're going to watch some just live. I'm going to turn him down in the background so I can hear. All right, hang on. 2 staff members. Kristi Noem announced it. The U.S. Attorney Pam Bondi is at the scene right now. So it's I can find here on X. Wait, where's that music coming from? Not there. Uh-oh, I have music. Oh, that's from, they're on commercial break. Okay, so we're still live here on the scene. So there are two people who have been passed away. ATF's on the scene. Pam Bondi's there. Yeah, that's right. She has been. And let's see here. I'm trying to see what else we got here. We got two Israeli embassy staff members, Washington, D.C. Do we have anything that's live? Oh, wait, you know what? We're going to share this. All right, here we are. We're on X. Okay. So this is somebody there inside. Oh, look at this. Well, that's scary, isn't it? It's all right, there's a kid seen tonight inside the Washington, D.C. Capitol, Jewish Museum. Okay, I got you. Just like 2 people potentially Diplomats may have been attending. Happening now, Jewish diplomat executed, they're calling this. Of course, it's all right, let's see here. What's happening here? Let's look at the picture. Can you guys see this? Okay, you guys see this, right? All right, so here we go. Let me go there. Okay, so this is the event they're having, I guess. They're having an event, right? This looks like. And that's the museum. That's interesting. I'd like to know more about that. Let's see here. What else we got? The attack occurred during a reception hosted by the American Jewish Committee's D.C. Young Professional Board. According to a witness, a man entered the museum shortly after the pewing, wearing keffiyeh. I don't know what keffiyeh is, and shouting "Free Palestine!" Wow, how much is Palestine worth? If it's free? Before being removed by police. By being removed by police, what does that mean? Did that all you have those 3 seconds, 4 seconds on this day? That doesn't matter. All right, so here it is. It's to Israeli. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. This is the crime scene here. The tapes over the area and stuff. God, man, God bless them. This has got to stop. I mean, this has just got to stop. This is stupid. Oh gosh. So this is people have come to the area, right? There's no volume on this. I think this is great. Oh wait, hold on. Are you guys watching this? You guys don't have what I have, do you? Sorry, I forgot to hit the button. Hit the button, share this tab instead. Okay, so there we go. This is live on the scene right now. Someone went there to pray. Madam Mom, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, a headscarf. Thank you. Keffiyeh. Am I saying it right? Let's see what else. It'll be interesting to learn if the purpose in custody already or still on the list. Well, they said the police asked somebody to be removed. I'm wondering if the person wasn't removed permanently, right? Metamom Krista, how you doing? What's up? And let's see here. What else have I missed here? Share S, how are you doing? Prayers all involved. Absolutely. Guys, you know what? Like this whole thing. Okay. It's funny. I had a by the way, I need to take that off. I don't think that's appropriate. Sorry. I just put up a ticker because it was the Fox coverage. Oh wait, matter of fact, we're gonna go back to Fox for a second here. Mike Huckabee.
And this is the live look at the press conference, where we anticipate any moment now.
Press conference is not coming yet.
Transpired in D.C. tonight. Fox 5 is saying that a man and a woman were both shot and killed.
Yeah, so we got that already.
In D.C.
You know what? I'm just gonna go back to this because this is kind of a powerful. This is a powerful scene right here. That's the shot right there. You want to take a snapshot of what picture of the year is? It's this right here. Holy cow, man. That gives me cold chills. That gives me cold chills. Not sure. All right, and hey, Yoli, how you doing? Two people were executed outside the it's not the Holocaust Museum, it's the Jewish museum. They're having a reception tonight for young professionals, and not in custody. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, it's it's crazy right now. This is live. This happened like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, maybe. Hey, Major Mom, what's up? Let's see here. Police are currently searching for the attacker. So this is Jeff. You better be right. Police are currently searching for the attacker. They believe it is a man with a goatee wearing a blue jacket and blue jeans. What you want to bet it's a sport coat. The FBI said there is no ongoing threat to public safety in a statement. Well, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? When you hate to have your car parked over there. Sorry. Jeff knows all. Yeah, he's good. Oh no, what is wrong with people? It's this whole thing. Okay, like I don't know. We would live in a weird time. I never thought that I would live in a time where people were calling for. I mean, there was a complete political side just switched for it's anti-Israeli, and it's like, why or what? What's happening here? Like, my college education was, I studied international politics and government stuff like that. I mean, that was my jam in political science, and everybody in the Middle East really hates us, and Israel is the only ally we've got over there. And then all of a sudden, it just became like, everybody last year, everybody hated Israel. I'm like, what is happening? It's there's a reason why these places don't have statehood. Yasser Arafat is a prime example of that. Do you remember that guy way back in the day? He was not a good guy. Anyway, their ugly head, they're rearing their ugly head. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not on that. I was gonna say some bad things, man. I was gonna say bad things. I'm just gonna stop talking. We're just gonna this guy right here, man. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a great picture. Holy cow. That's a great picture. That is I'm just gonna pause that for a second. That is that's just really good. I'm gonna take that as a screenshot here. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I have to keep this because this is unbelievable. With the this cameraman did a great job here putting his video camera right there. I'm sorry. That's the picture, man. That moves me, and that really moves me that much, guys. All right, we'll go back to live here. I'm sorry. It hasn't changed. This is live. There still has a camera. We still have a camera from the Metropolitan Police, and they're on a commercial break on Fox News. So that's where we are right now. Anyway, hey JWH, what's up? No, that's Gaddafi was Libya. Gaddafi. Yeah. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. We're in very scary times. So anyway, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this. We're going to do this live until the press conference. We're going to find out what's happening. We're going to find out the official details. Of course, this is near the FBI field office, but it's is in the Jewish Museum tonight. T42, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you're welcome, of course. I was thinking about you going to bed. Richard Thornton. What a cool avatar. You guys are nuts. Yeah, PLO, that's right. They weren't good people. They were not good people. Gosh, that's a great shot, though. This person, man, this videographer is a good guy right here. And we are, wow, this is really good. So let's see here. They are back over here. Let's see. They're doing the mic check again. This is a third mic check I've watched tonight. So this is, all right, hang on a second. Let me go back let me look at X, see if I can find anything to do the latest. To Israeli embassy staff. Let's see. Why is there music playing on that? Sorry. All right, there's that picture, and these are not good pictures. That's worse. It's like someone took screenshots of what we're looking at. Two Israeli embassy staff were shot dead outside the Capitol Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. Two Israeli staff members reported having allegedly been off to see. Here's somebody says they're shooting Jewish diplomats dead in the streets of Washington, D.C. That's really funny. All right, hang on a second. We are going to go over to here. Here we go. We got live. This is Washington, D.C. This is the Metropolitan Police Department. Wait a second. I may not want to make sure I got the volume turned up all the way on this. I do. Closed captioning is not available. I believe, is that the mayor of D.C.? Right there. Does anybody know if that's the mayor?
Good evening. I'm Muriel Bowser. I'm Mayor of Washington, D.C.
She's the mayor. She's the mayor.
I am here with the Chief of the Metropolitan Police Department, Pamela Smith, and we are joined by members of the Washington, D.C. Public Safety Team and our partners in the federal government from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Special Agent in charge.
Hey, Heidi, 1776. How you doing, babe? I haven't seen you in a while.
In charge.
Not
we
sure.
are also joined by the Attorney General for the United States, Pam Bondi.
Hey,
the
80s.
United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, Judge Pirro, as well as the Israeli Ambassador to the United States, Ambassador Leichter.
Wow. They got everybody out here,
at the
didn't
MPD
they?
headquarters to provide an update
Midnight in
DC,
DC, y'all.
Shooting that happened shortly after 9 p.m. this evening near the Capitol Jewish Museum. I want to start by sending our
I cannot turn her volume up.
To the loved
I am
ones
sorry.
of the victims who were senselessly a
See if I
victim
can.
of these crimes. I want to provide my prayers and condolences to the museum staff and the guests who are also our condolences to the loved ones of the victims.
Is that
who
any
were
louder?
Senselessly
Is that any louder?
a victim of these crimes. I want to provide my prayers and condolences to the museum staff and the guests who are also gathering together in fellowship. The chief will share preliminary information from the investigation. I will say up front that there is no active threat in our community.
Really?
What I do know is that the horrific incident is going to frighten a lot of people in our city and in our country. And I want to be clear that we will not tolerate
There you go.
this violence or hate in our city. We will not tolerate any acts of terrorism, and we're going to stand together as a community in the coming days and weeks.
Hey, Tony,
to send
how
a
you
clear
doing?
message
Oh, you guys do hear better?
that we will not tolerate anti-Semitism. I want to ask Chief Smith to talk about where we are with this investigation, followed by our FBI partners, and lastly, Ambassador Leichter.
How do you guys, how you doing, bro?
I'm Chief Pamela A. Smith, Chief of Police for the Metropolitan Police Department, and I'll start by expressing my sincere condolences
I thought that was the
to
chief
both
of the
the
fire department
victims
in LA.
and families, and also the attendees tonight at the Capitol Jewish Museum. At approximately 9:08 p.m. tonight, we received multiple calls for a shooting in the area of 3rd Street and F Street Northwest. Officers located one adult male and one adult female unconscious and not breathing at the scene. DC Fire and EMS responded, and despite all life-saving efforts, both victims succumbed to their injuries. The preliminary investigation indicates that both victims were exiting an event at the Capitol Jewish Museum located in the 500 block of 3rd Street Northwest when the shooting occurred. We believe the shooting was committed by a single suspect who is now in custody. Prior to the shooting, the suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside of the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire, striking both of our decedents. After the shooting, the suspect then entered the museum and was detained by event security. Once in handcuffs, the suspect identified where he discarded the weapon, and that weapon has been recovered, and he implied that he committed the offense. The suspect chanted, "Free, free Palestine," while in custody.
So we heard about that.
The suspect has been tentatively identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez of Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago.
Our case detectives are leading this investigation. I will now turn it over to Washington Field Office Associate Director Steve Jensen.
So the guy's pacing out front. You know he's thinking about what he's going to do. He sees 4 people. He's like, this is my chance.
Of the Washington Field Office. I'd also like to express my sincere condolences not only to the family of the victims,
you
but
know
to
this
the
guy gets his underwear in 3 packs.
And the grievance for the Israeli nation. Tonight, a heinous crime was committed, and the FBI stands with the Metropolitan Police Department to help not only investigate the homicide and provide support, but also to look into ties to potential terrorism or motivation based on a bias-based crime or a hate crime. That's our reason for being here. Full support of the FBI to Metropolitan Police Department to resolve this. And I also want to express my sincere gratitude to Metropolitan Police Department for their quick action, their attempts to render aid despite the nature of the crime resulting in the death of the victims. Getting the subject in custody quickly resolved this issue and allows us to continue with the investigation. And with that, I'll turn it over to the ambassador.
Thank you. Really what I have to say this evening is thank you, Mayor, to your amazing staff, Attorney General Bondi, Chief Attorney for Washington, Judge Janine Pirro. The couple that was gunned down tonight in the name of Free Palestine. It's a young couple about to be engaged. The young man purchased a ring this week.
I got an extension for you.
To his girlfriend next week in Jerusalem.
Oh, man.
They were a beautiful couple who came to enjoy an evening in Washington's Cultural Center. I will say this. We are a resilient people. The people of Israel are resilient.
I like
people.
Avery and Metamon. Hope y'all stay around here.
A resilient people. Together we won't be afraid. Together we'll stand, and we're going to overcome moral depravity of people who think that they're going to achieve political gains through murder. On the way in, Ms. Bondi was kind enough to hand me the phone. On the other line was the President of the United States, Donald Trump. who told me that his administration is going to do everything it can possibly do to fight and end anti-Semitism and the hatred that's being directed, the demonization and delegitimization of the state of Israel. Together with President Trump, our Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, will stand together tall and firm, and we will confront this moral depravity without fear and with determination. And now we'll turn to taking care of the families of these two victims. And again, I think the American administration, the city of Washington, and the law enforcement officers who are on this case are going to get to the bottom of it and bring justice to this city and to the people of Washington, the United States, and the people of Israel who are here feeling confident and safe in the city of Washington and around the United States of America.
Awesome. That was a great speech. Madam Mom and Avery, when they're done talking, hang on.
Hi, Shamari Stone from Fox 5 DC.
I thought that was her.
You say that there is a suspect in custody right now, and he walked into the museum. What is he telling investigators tonight?
Well, I don't know what he's telling them at this moment. What I do know is that he is in custody. And as you know, Amari, we have to conduct an investigation, and that requires us to ask many questions. At the time of this press conference, I'm not privileged to that information as of right now.
Hi, Evan Paris for CNN. Is there any indication when he entered the Jewish Museum that he was planning to carry out additional shootings? Was he trying to harm other people? Is there any indication? Can you tell us any more about that? And also for the Attorney General and the U.S. Attorney, can you say whether, given the diplomatic component of this, does this become a federal investigation, a federal crime to be prosecuted by the federal government?
So in response to your first question, we are still conducting the investigation. And at this moment, again, it's preliminary. So you'll have to give us a little bit more time to determine what the motives were at this point.
Let me just jump in, Chief. And you heard from the chief and from the special agent in charge. The MPD is investigating the homicides and the FBI's role. Of course, as always, when there is any possibility of a terrorist act or acts motivated by hate or other bias, the FBI will be conducting those investigations. All homicides are prosecuted in the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. by the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia.
Hey, David, what's up, bud?
Okay.
Carl Willis, 7 News. Just a question.
She's getting ready to leave.
About, after everything that happened, the stance from local and possibly federal law enforcement about any protection moving forward or heightened security for this community.
Thank you for that question. And I'm going to turn to the chief, but we have a long history and a lot of practice in our city of working with Jewish organizations around safety and around protection. And we watch global events, national events, and local events. And our organizations work directly with MPD, and MPD responds with additional resources. And so I know the chief will spend tonight and tomorrow, and we'll be talking to all of our organizations, from schools to synagogues to other organizations, to make sure we are supporting in every way that we can. Yes.
The New York Times. You mentioned that the suspect was detained by event security after entering the museum.
Yeah.
Is it correct to say that he surrendered voluntarily to security, or was he forcefully detained?
I don't know that we can say that right now. It's part of what MPD is investigating. Yes.
Hi, Shlomi Zayans, Ami Magazine. I have a question for the police chief. I want to know if there was perhaps any indication that something like this might happen. Was there any
yeah, we let it happen. That's what she says.
For the Attorney General, do you have a message for Jewish Americans who are feeling concerned for their safety tonight?
What I will say to your first question is that we
Bondi.
have not received any intelligence with respect to any type of terrorist act or hate crime in our city. As you know, we work very well with all of our partners in the intelligence community. And had we received any information, as we would do anytime, we would ensure that we had heightened security around our city at most of our synagogues.
If I could just add, and then General, we have for a number of years, we put out grants to organizations and we allow organizations to apply for grants. And there have been a lot of faith organizations that have applied for special security grants. And so we continue to do that in the city. We've been able to deploy millions of dollars so organizations can have increased security.
Security. You're the nation's capital.
Mayor, thank you. Chief, thank you. Ambassador, our hearts go out to you and your staff. I spoke to the President of the United States multiple times tonight on behalf of the President. His prayers are with all of us, all of the Jewish community, everyone in Washington, D.C., state, local, and federal agencies, and our great U.S. Attorney, Jeanine Pirro, who will be prosecuting this case. We'll be doing everything in our power to keep all citizens safe, especially tonight, our Jewish community. Our prayers go out. We have the FBI, all of our federal agencies will work hand in hand with you, Chief, as we have done, and you, Mayor, to do everything we can to keep our citizens safe. We will follow the facts. We will follow the law. And this defendant, if charged, will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
If charged.
Last two. 1, 2. Yes.
Hi, I'm Michael Koziel, the Sydney Morning Herald. Just on the man in custody, could you confirm the spelling of his name? You said that he was from Chicago. Do we know if he traveled to DC with the intention of, committing this act? And just finally, did he say anything else while in police custody other than free Palestine?
So the correct spelling of his first name is E as in Echo, L as in Lima, I as in India, A as in Apple, S as in Sierra. Last name Rodriguez, Romeo, Oscar, Delta, Romeo, India,
Rodriguez,
Golf, Uniform, Echo, Zulu. And as I've stated before, the case is still under investigation, and will be determined with regards to if he said any other statements while in custody. We're uncertain at this time.
How old is Mr. Rodriguez?
30 years old.
Okay.
Or 31.
Beatrice Peterson, ABC News. I was wondering, is this individual known to police? Have you had any prior interactions with him?
We have not had any prior interactions with him based
Tomorrow
on
there's going to be
check.
coverage. He was like walking by when she was having lunch,
would have placed him on our radar at this time. But again, our Joint Terrorism Task Force is working very closely with the FBI to ensure that we can do a deep dive into his background.
Chicago ID.
Shamari Stone, Fox 5, real quick question. You said that he was pacing back and forth in front of the building prior to this incident. She just likes his voice. Did security engage with the suspect prior to the shooting? Did he look suspicious? Did they see him outside?
I am not sure about that at this time. That's a part of the investigation.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is there any indication that the firearm that was used in the crime was purchased illegally, legally obtained? Was there a serial number, or was it filed off? Do we know any details right now?
Our ATF partners will do a deep dive with respect to the firearms, as they typically would with any firearms here in the District of Columbia.
So thank you, and expect, as we have more to report, to get additional facts, from the Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you.
All right, so ready to go. So who else we got here?
Officials in Washington, D.C., the mayor of Washington, D.C., attorney.
Back over to here. This is still the live camera. I want to talk to you guys real quick. We'll yeah, let's put you on mute for a second. Okay. Now. All right, so here we are. Oh, hey, wait a second. Hey, can I do that cool thing where I do the Look at this. Ooh, okay, edit that. Nope. Exit full screen. I don't know what just happened, but that was weird. Can I not do that? Edit layout. No, that'd be cool if I could. All right. So, what do you guys think tonight? Let's see here. Let me go back here because I forget you guys. I'm on a mirror. There you go. What do y'all think? What's the take here? So we have a guy, Rodriguez is his last name. He's from Chicago. Oh, hang on real quick. I want to go back to this. Let's see here. T-Rex says this is not cool. It's un-American. This is not how we do things. Protest and voting. That's how we do things. My prayers with families and diplomats. Yes. But what are you protesting, right? I mean, what's the point here? Well, I just hit private chat. Why am I going to private chat? Stupid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is like this just demonic. This is just it's a brainwashing, you know. Either our society is part of it or there's something else that's happened. They've been radicalized somehow. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. Let's see here. I think everyone is going to say this is huge for a couple of days. It'll be forgotten by Sunday. It's going to be, yeah. I mean, it's funny. I almost did a video today. I saw, if I say what I think, you do, yes. Don't say what you think. Be nice. Use the educated words. You know, the expensive words. I was at a YouTube video today. The president of South Africa was in at the White House, and Trump said, "There are white farmers in your country that their land's being stolen from them, and they're being executed. Like you've got some problems over there." And then the Guardian news paper said that Trump had the president of South Africa in the White House and told lies about him in front of him. And it's like, no, those aren't lies. There's nothing there that's a lie. This is something that's very much been going on for a long time. And it's not cool. It's not cool to do it over there. It's not cool to do what's happening with Palestine. I don't understand why we've got this new thing where we just turn a blind eye to everything. It's supposed to be like, oh, that's okay. It's not okay. You know, societal I can't talk, Major Mom. Societal degradation and just hate. Hey, Debbie Minton, how you doing? It is very heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking. I was about to hit the hay when I got the live. I was too. MG Law sent me a link for his thing, and I was like, dude, man. I started sending him stuff. I was like, this is happening right now. And I was sitting here, I was like, oh man, I really need to go to bed. I was like, I really don't want to do it live. So I sent it to him, and he has he's having a, I mean, he has his own stream all set up. I was like, well, that's cool, brother. Like, I mean, I'm not competing with him. This is a totally different subject, totally different people. And I'll send people over to him if he's still on when we get done. But I was just, I was like, when he sent me a link, I was like, man, I'm ready to go to bed, dude. I have bad stuff, dude. I don't know what's happening here. I've had a real hard time this afternoon. And 3D World, you guys know about it. And anyway, this happened. I was like, I can't let this go. It's stopped. The video has stopped. What's happening here? Let's see here. What is happening? It says live. The lights aren't blinking. The lights aren't blinking. The lights aren't blinking. Oh, that's not live. That's the older stream. We will go back to, I don't know what that is. So I don't want to go back to that. That is live. Oh, wait.
And much frenzy.
Here we go.
But no, I did not hear the shooting.
I completely understand if you're not up to it. I want to make sure I'm being considerate of everything that you've gone through. Are you able to describe what took place after police rushed in? You said they subdued this man.
They took him immediately outside. They shut the blinds, locked the doors, and they had us all step back to a back area. I don't know, for 20 or 30 minutes. But then detectives came in, and those of us who witnessed anything were told to raise our hands. And then they brought us upstairs to interview us one by one. And they wanted to make sure that we didn't speak all to each other so that we could.
Oh, wait a second. I'm on.
Was there a panic in the moment? People.
No, at first, I think we all, as and many of us do, our brains go into defense mechanisms. So we were like, okay, DC can be violent. It's gang violence, which is bad that we brushed it off. But there was a genuine feeling of, there wasn't a feeling of alarm. We weren't being alarmist or hypervigilant. I think most of us were just ready to get home, and it had been a long event. So it took a while to really penetrate. We were seeing the news unfold as many of the
sorry, guys. This is just so powerful right now.
Even get reports that people
I'm trying to turn it up.
had been brought upstairs, and it wasn't the police informing us of that. It's the news that was breaking.
Jojo, I don't want to hit you with too many questions. I want to make sure I'm being respectful of what you've gone through. Is there anything else that you want to add, you want to get out there?
I put this event together because, well, the event happens annually through AJC, but the theme of the event was
she did it.
And I'm not going to let this strip me of my humanity. And just because there are one-off lunatics out there who think that Palestinian liberation is achieved through murder, it's not going to deter me in being a Jewish ally. And I still think that both peoples, Jewish and Palestinian, deserve self-determination and safety and a place to live. And so I'm going to stand undeterred despite this tragic incident.
She's running off adrenaline.
We'll continue to remember the theme of this event, which was bridge building. And hopefully there's another quote I like to use instead of post-traumatic stress, post-traumatic growth. Hopefully it can come from this. And I want to send love to the victims and the victims' families, and may their memory be a blessing.
I'm so sorry. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Wow.
I've heard from the president.
Oh, here you go, T-Rex. Oh.
Truth Social. These horrible DC killings, based obviously on anti-Semitism, must end.
Amen.
Hatred and radicalism have no place in the USA.
There you go, T-Rex. Did you write this?
So sad that such things as this can happen. God bless you all. We're going to slide away for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Oh, commercial break. Commercial break. All right, we're going to chill out while they're commercialing. Use that, and then we'll go over here. That one. Nope. Oh, wow. So we've got, let's see if I share this. I don't know what this is. It's CNN. We're going to go up and over here real quick. So CNN has to say about the whole thing.
Opens fire, kills 2 people, and then discards the weapon. But he walks into the event. He contacts security and basically says, here's where you can find the gun, implying that he's the shooter. And when they take him into custody without any resistance, he says, free, free Palestine. So what do you get from that? What you get from that is this was something that was planned ahead rather than spontaneous. This was something that was targeted.
By the way, Avery and Meta Mom,
that the gunman wanted to be associated
I really
with.
love Lost Souls. We need to get you guys with
get away, didn't attempt to flee.
Yodels.
When he wasn't immediately captured after the shooting, actually, instead of trying to get away, walked inside the museum.
Did that just go quiet?
Made
or is that just
contact
me?
with security and made statements implying he was the shooter. And then he made his political statement, which obviously goes to motive, apparently goes to motive. So that
all right. So this is what happened. There's two people have been killed.
He wants the attention that comes from it. He's a 30-year-old man from Chicago, Illinois. DC police say that having run him through NCIC, the
Let me do
FBI's
my
National
little
Crime
YouTube stuff here
Information
real
Center,
quick.
that they had not had contact with him, at least to the extent that he had been involved in an arrest or any trouble in Washington.
Hang on a second.
Now they'll be backtracking with colleagues at the
I
Chicago
need to do
PD and the
this.
Chicago FBI field office to say, what is the background they have on him? What does he have for family there? What does he have for friends or employment? How long has he been in Washington? Did he come for this specific purpose? They'll talk to friends.
Yeah, he came for a
associates,
specific
family members,
purpose.
anyone they can find to kind of peel back the layers of how was he acting? Was he stable? What was he talking about? And how was he drawn into this issue?
And John, what do you make of the chief
here? Okay, cool. All right. So anyway, yeah, I was talking about to Avery. Hang on a second. Let me get it out of here. Let me get this out. So, all right.
At this,
oh, wait. We got somebody new here. Hang on.
That he was a victim, and he was covered in rain. He was clearly in trauma. He was in shock.
Crap.
And,
there you go. There you go.
Brought him water. They sat him down. Are you okay? Were you shot? What happened? And he's like, somebody call the cops. Bring the cops in. So about 10 minutes.
Now I do like these things about live witnesses.
He said, "I did this." He said, "Sir, I'm unarmed." He put his hands up. He grabbed a red keffiyeh out of his pocket and started the Free Palestine chants. There's only one solution: Intifada revolution. And he was being dragged out of the building as he was yelling "Free Palestine," and he kept yelling "Free Palestine." I, tried to hand him his keffiyeh back because I didn't really realize that he murdered 2 people. About 5-10 minutes later,
You try to hand him his
more data. Turns out he was in the building with us for like 15 minutes. Thank God he left the gun in the bushes outside.
Holy cow!
Outside. And we found out that I think it was 2 people from the embassy that were murdered in cold blood. And obviously this is a secondary source, but my friend was actually watching the security footage, and he murdered somebody, executed them from the back. 5-10 shots.
Holy cow! Listen.
Killed or shot. I don't know if that's confirmed yet, but it's disgusting. I don't think any acts of terrorism or violence will solve the situation in the Middle East.
Holy cow!
We're suffering all over the world, and this event was talking about how we can find solutions to help suffering. How can we bring Muslims and Jews and Christians together, raise funds, and actually help people in Gaza, help people in Israel? And unfortunately, violence is what came from this. And I'm still in shock a little bit right now. And I really hope, may their memories be a blessing for those that did pass. And I hope he is seriously punished for these actions, because it's not helping anybody by murdering people.
So sorry that you went through this. I want to be respectful. I don't want to hit you too many.
Wow, man.
I want people to know that there are a lot of people suffering, and I understand whether you're on, the side of Palestine or the side of Israel.
Holy cow.
Suffering, and we need to work together, and we need to find solutions, not through violence, but through collaboration. And I hope that we learn from this, and it never happens
2
again,
people
because nobody should be shot for
gunned down.
who they are, where they're from. And I don't really have anything else to say. Yeah, thank you.
Last thing, could I get your information?
Yeah, please. My phone's dead, otherwise I can.
We appreciate
Okay,
Josh
so
Rosenthal.
that was a
Some of those
live
from people who sadly witnessed a tragedy.
hang on a second.
And it's something that we will continue to cover as we come back on the air tomorrow morning. It is about time for us to head off the air for the night.
All right, so they're going to
we'll pick up the coverage tomorrow morning.
Go off the air.
6 a.m. Eastern time. No doubt the shooting in Washington, D.C. will be a story of focus tomorrow. We thank you all for staying.
All right, so they're going off the air right now.
Covered this incredibly sad.
That's what they're saying. That's what I'm listening to. Sorry. All right, so I'm just turning that volume down. All right, so this is what happened. 2 people were shot in the back on the streets of Washington, D.C. From after leaving the young professional Jewish meeting they had, gala event, whatever it was. The gunman had hid the gun in the bushes outside, and was inside for 15 minutes with everybody. Walks back outside, grabs his gun, starts pacing back and forth in front of the place. And then when he sees his victims, he gunned them down the back. Young couple that was getting ready to get married. The guy was going to propose to her next week in Israel. And it's I'm under a lot of stress right now. I'm not talking about myself here, but just hang with me for a second. I'm under a lot of stress, right? A lot of stress, man. I remember when we got married. I thought that was a lot of stress. I don't remember the wedding. I don't remember anything about it because I just popped. It was stressed out. I was in school. I had to take I skipped classes to get married, which meant that I couldn't skip anything else. I couldn't, you're only allowed to miss like one day in law school, and then they'll fail you. It's automatic F. So anyway, I had to take off. Gosh, man, I'm off right now. I feel like it's going to pop out of my head. After it was over, after the wedding was over, everything, it was it's just what it is. Yeah, it's just we woke up. It's fine, right? I mean, we've been married. It's great. I love my wife. I wish that I treated her as good as I love her. Because I'm stressed right now. But anyway, what the point gets to is that the stress that I was under then, I couldn't imagine. People are going to come to your wedding and everything. I mean, you have plans in place, and they're gone. They're gone. And something just went loud and live in my ear. So anyway, it's sad. It's pathetic. It's not worth it. And you know what? This Rodriguez guy and all that stuff. It's like, don't bring your weirdness, okay, that's happening over there to our streets. All right? Don't do that. Don't abuse America. Damn. It's got to stop, y'all. And I want you guys to know something. I love each and every one of you in the chat. It's like tonight. It's like Avery's here and met him on. They're two new people I just met from my friend Lost Souls. And it's like I love seeing new people come in, and I love you guys. You're all under this umbrella of love here. And I want us to continue to stay together and grow and, watch out for each other. Because, I mean, there's a lot of weirdos on the internet. There's a lot of weirdos on the internet. And we can do better. We can do better. Take a deep breath. Walk away. Don't get in fights. Do me a favor. Think about what is that country? You always think about you always hear growing up, you want about leaving the place better than you found it. What is that idea that you have? The better. And how do you achieve that? I'll tell you something. Historically, we've never achieved it through argument. Sometimes we achieve it through war. A war is hell. It's the worst kind of hell you can face. I love you guys. Please be sure that you're still subscribed. If you're new here, please subscribe. And make sure you get your notifications turned on for stuff like this. Guys, I'm going to send you over to my good friend, MG Law. Tell him I love him. He's a great guy. He means the world to me. And I'm going to go back to zombie mode. Okay, because I just got a lot of stuff going on. I love you guys. Be good at it. Godspeed. Say your prayers. Okay. And if you don't pray, I'm sorry. I really am. It doesn't mean that you have to give up that ideal of being kind and just to your fellow man. Love you guys. Come back to me, okay? Be safe. Look out for each other. We've all we've got.